welcome back to another video on my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different because I'm going to be attempting to do a bit of a DIY. So basically I got this dress from ASOS a little while ago, and it doesn't actually fit me very well because I didn't get it from the petite section, so the sizing is all off. Also, I think the dress, where it was like a little bit oversized and flowy, I sized up when I bought it, and now it's just a bit too big and too loose and too flowy. So I'm going to make it just a bit more fitted to my size and my height. So what I'll do is I'll insert a clip here somewhere so you guys can see what the dress looks like. So it's just a cute polka dot dress. It's meant to be a midi dress, but obviously on my height it's more like an awkward maxi midi dress. So the length isn't quite right. Also the torso bit, I feel like it was supposed to be a little bit more high-waisted, but where I'm quite a short person, it obviously comes down a lot longer on me. So I'm going to try and cut the actual torso bit so it's a little bit shorter and bring the layered rest of the dress basically up a bit. And I'm also going to take it in just from the sides a little bit as well. And well, I'm going to attempt to do it. I don't know if I'll actually succeed. So yeah, it's just going to be a bit of trial and error. I can sew. I did do textiles at GCSE and I got a decent grade, but that was then. This is a long time since then, and I can do basic things like a button, hemming and shortening certain things. But where this one's pleated around the layered part of the dress, I don't know how exactly it's going to turn out, but I'm going to give it my best shot. So I thought, why not film it for you guys, and we can see how it turns out together. So yeah, if you're interested in finding out how this dress turns out, then just keep watching. Okay, so I'm going to start by taking apart this seam right here. So this is what joins the sort of torso part to the layered ruffly part that becomes the rest of the dress. So I'm just going to try and unstitch this whole stitch and separate the two first. So I'm going to speed it up for you guys because it'll probably take me a little bit of time. Okay guys, so I've finally separated the top from the rest of the dress. That took so long because I didn't realise how many layers of stitching there was to join the two. I thought it was just that one running stitch, which it definitely was not. There was like 3 other stitches in there that I had to just go through and undo as well, but it's finally off now. So this is the top half, this is the bottom half. So I'm just going to leave the bottom half to the side for now, and I'm going to actually cut this top half because the torso is far too low down for me. So I think I want to cut it up to about here, so like a good, I don't know, 2 inches, a good 2 inches off. So I'll probably cut it to about here now. So I'm going to lay it flat on the table, and then I'm going to attempt to cut it straight freehand with some scissors. Okay, so I've just cut it. Obviously it wasn't really that straight, so now it's up to there, which is a good length for me, and I've also left a little bit of room to kind of hem it in as well. So I think what I'll do now is go to the sewing machine and take it in from the sides a little bit because it is a bit wide. So I will just take it in from the sides just a little bit and then hem the bottom. I don't know if hem is the right word, but yeah, kind of just hem in the bottom so it's not a raw edge when I attach the other skirt part to it. So yeah, I'm gonna head over to the sewing machine and attempt to do that. Okay guys, now that I've sewn it up from the sides and hemmed the bottom, I've tried it on quickly on top of my t-shirt just to see if the like sides are as taken in as I want it to be, which they are. I think with the bottom, how much I cut off, I accidentally cut off too much, so it's a little bit shorter than what I wanted, but it's fine, it'll do. I think from the sides as well, it is taking in just that little bit more to give me a bit more shape. So now I'm gonna try and attach the skirt part onto this. I don't know how I'm gonna do it because the skirt, if I show you guys, it's huge. There's so much fabric because it was all pleated. There's so much fabric, so I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna attempt to sew it back together. It's not the neatest, but should be fine once it's all together, so yeah. Okay guys, so I'm back in my room now because I just assessed the stitch, and I think what I need to do is actually hand stitch the two together first, just lightly, so that when I go over it with the sewing machine once and for all, it will kind of line up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna line up the two pieces together. So this is one end and that is one end. So what I need to do is the same thing with the top, line up the two sides and kind of just hand stitch along lightly the two pieces together like this, whichever way, yeah, together like this, and then I'll just go over it with the sewing machine because I need to make sure that the two sides of the top and the bottom half of it line up. I don't want the side seam somewhere along like here going down on the skirt, but then here on the top half. So I think I will do a quick sort of like a light running stitch by hand to stitch the two together, and then I'll know that they line up nicely and I can just go over it quickly with the machine. Okay guys, excuse the mess behind me, but yeah, so I've hand stitched both sides. Well, I've stitched it all the way around now, and I'm just gonna run it through the machine and then it should basically be done. I tried my best to line up the sides on both sides, then fold it over and line up the middle, and then kind of do the running stitch along the rest of it so it's all evenly spaced out, because there was more of the skirt part fabric than there was of the top half. But yeah, it's basically all hand stitched, like a really loose one that I'm gonna take out afterwards, after I have run it through the sewing machine. Okay guys, so the dress is basically done now. So I took out all the little white stitchings because I run it through the machine and sewed it up properly. So this is what it looks like. You can see that it's a lot higher now rather than all the way down here, which it was before. So I'm gonna try it on and show you guys what it looks like. So this is the final result. So now it starts here and the back is a little bit higher as well. I'm not sure if you guys can see it in the back mirror, but you can see it's higher. And I feel like it fits me perfectly now, even from the sides where I took it in just a little bit. It's still like an oversized dress, so I didn't want to take it in too much, but I took it in just a little bit and I feel like it's literally perfect now. So what I will do is just insert a clip of the length, because obviously this does not get a full length, but it's obviously a bit high now and actually like a midi dress on me, on my 5-foot self. So yeah, this is how it turned out. So overall, I would say this little DIY was actually quite successful. I wasn't expecting it to go that well. I did feel like I could do this, but when I chopped off all this material and I thought, oh no, it's too short now from the top, I don't know how it's going to turn out. It did take me a few tries to do the stitches and things the right way around and make sure it all connected and all of that. So it did take me a good few goes to kind of get the stitching like line up the material together and get it right. But yeah, I feel like it turned out really nice actually. This is what it turned out like, so I'll insert a little video here somewhere so you can see what it turned out like. I'm really pleased with the final look. I feel like it now fits my size and doesn't look so baggy and so big on me, and the proportions look a bit more accurate to my sizing. So yeah, overall I feel like it actually went really well. So if you guys think I did a decent job, then leave me a massive like. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comment section. If you want to see more DIY stuff, because I do love a bit of DIY with clothing and all of that stuff, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Other than that, I will catch you guys on my next video. Bye!